Hello YouTube, how's everyone going? Hey Kellis, hey man, thanks for dropping by, thanks for being here. So, what we are going to do today is the new level of Karuak. So yesterday I had that #1 icon, the notification thing, and then I went there and I couldn't do the easy one anymore. So today we'll start doing the normal one, which is the next level. Now that's very positive. You know why? Because that means there is a way to get a lot more crystals. Now I think in the easy level we got somewhere close to 3 million crystals, I would say 2.9, 2.8, something like that. So very close to 3 million we got from the easy level, and today we're going to try to do it in the normal level, and then we'll calculate how much crystals do we get. And the best thing is, it looks like in the same KvK you may be able to do the higher levels, right? That's more crystals for everyone, and we definitely love that. Now before we get started on that, let's just make sure that we have collected all sorts of crystals and everything that we can, so that we can do the calculations properly. So I don't think any of this gives me any crystal, but I'm just going to click through just to make sure I'm not messing up the calculation somewhere. So yeah, none of them should really give me any crystals, but I'm just going through all of that stuff. And this is where we do get crystals, so let's just clear that. And in the meantime, I just have to remember not to go in there to click and collect more crystals or something like that. So what have we got now? Oh, there's more crystals coming somehow. So if I go in there, oh, not that. It's the crystal quest stuff, so you get a little bit more from here, right? So let's go, let's click, let's collect, and let's take all the crystals or whatever we get out of this. Claim all. Well, they didn't get any crystals. Okay, so how much have we got now? We got 683. New subscriber, Chi Fen. Hey man, Low Chi Fen, thank you for subscribing to the channel, and I hope we have fun in store for you. Extreme Mitch AD, hey man, how are you going? So let's go in and double check. So we got 683. Okay, so we're ready to kind of get started. Now if you saw the first time when we did the Karuak event, you may have noticed that sometimes there's like 2 or 3 bosses that comes at the same time. So we'll just make sure that we have our marches out first before we start doing. Now we're going to start with a Guan and Alex. Now I do not have, do I have more infantry? Yeah, I probably have more infantry. So the infantry, Sandy, hey, how are you going? Sandy, I'm sorry, Nightbot kind of gets funny sometimes. I thought I fixed it, and then Nightbot stopped doing anything, and then I went back and did some things. So Nightbot is kind of sensitive at the moment in terms of same characters, same emojis over and over. But then I saw your message, there was nothing wrong with that. Hi, back to you. Now let's get my marches out. Now before I get my marches out, maybe it's not a bad idea to have a little boost there. So I'm going to use the freest of all boosts that everyone should have plenty of. 12-hour 5% defense. So that's like, look at how many I have, and I'm sure even free to play should have like plenty of that. So we're not going to use the big ones unless we need it. Now this is a very odd time UTC wise, so there shouldn't be any runes that we can collect. I'm pretty sure there is none. Where am I looking? Where am I? Okay, let's see. Nah, there's no chance of having a rune now. So there's like at least a couple hours till we get any runes. So no chance of runes, 1 boost, and I'll show you my crystal tech as well. So one of the things that we are trying out is, can we do this without spending anything on... Oh, it just moved so fast. Karaku reports. So Barbarian reports is for barbarians, but Karaku report is for this Karuak stuff, the new Karuak that gives us crystal. So I got 0 on the first one, I got 0 on the second one, and we're just gonna see whether we can kind of get away without using crystals on that. I mean, if we have to, then we will, but for now we'll try without. Alright, let's get our marches out. So the first one, we are gonna use Guan and Alex. I think there's a chance I may be better off using a Guan and Constantine, I want to say, but Constantine is so boring, and maybe we will later on if we need to. Sandy, I don't know. I think the Nightbot kind of can tell that I'm kind of a noob, and he can get away with whatever he wants to do with the live stream. That's why he kind of misbehaves from time to time. But then, speaking of noob, I'm kind of graduating from the noob level thanks to Danny Boy. So yesterday when we were streaming, the stream was lagging quite a bit, and I actually had a setting wrong. So I do have a gaming PC. It shouldn't really lag with a mobile game. But then Danny Boy kind of later on reached out to me on Discord, and he kind of showed me how we can improve the quality. So after we do this event, if we have time, we can go and look at some KvK and check it out, whether we can do KvK observing and fighting and all sorts of stuff without having the lag. Now for the second march, we're going with Minamoto and Cow. I kind of thought Minamoto and what's her name, Kira, could be good, but Kira says it's for set events battles, and I just don't know whether this kind of scenario battles, and I don't know whether this counts as scenario. Cow is a safer choice. I have museum buff for both of them. Philip, hello, hey man, how are you going? So that's 2 marches out. Let's get the third march out, and the third march would be XY and William. I'm kind of using the commanders where I have equipment already. Changing equipment, I mean, there's an easy way to do it. You leave one that says blank, and then you change it to blank, and then you put it on the other one. But changing equipment is kind of really annoying. Can you check my KvK then? Yes, Philip, definitely we can. Now, you know what? Let me just get my marches out. How about you let me know which KvK you are in, and if there's any action happening right now, then let us know. And then just as a test, we are going to go and check it out to see whether we have properly graduated out of like the noob category of streamers who can't stream action. So I got my marches out. If you leave the if you put the codes in the chat, then I'll try to go and check it out if there's action happening right now. So guys, I got 5 marches out, right? So obviously it's going to be easier to do with 6 marches, and I can get a 6th march out. I do have a 6th march ready as well. I'm just gonna put him on the side here. My 6th march, is that a good 6th march? I think this is where I'm gonna change the Nebu, because I mean, Nebu is a better choice, but Gilgamesh has the equipment, so I don't want to change. So behind the Gilgamesh, I'm going to put Kira. So we'll try to see how far can we go without using the 6th march. Alright, so there we go. So we got all our marches out. Now let's do Karuak. New evil Barbarian boss. That's not the right place. They put things in very random places. It's hard to find sometimes. Okay, normal level. Here we go. So the reason why we can afford to do with 6 marches or 5 or whatever is because it only costs you AP when you're summoning. It doesn't cost you AP when you're hitting. Okay, so let's hit with not the 6th march, let's hit with our 5 marches, and as you can see, my AP didn't go down. It's just the 100 it cost when I was summoning. Ardesia, hi Ladus. In farming quests, there are also exhibit and relic for museum as reward. Oh, is there? Oh, very good. I didn't notice it. So when it comes to the museum, that's actually a very good thing. Thank God. So when the museum buff first came out, obviously we were kind of worried that it's going to be OP, but it's not. I mean, it is OP, but then it does. There are free-to-play options. Like you don't need to. I was an idiot, so I did buy some bundles, but you don't have to. Tell us. We miss you, bro. Where are you? Hey, is what do you mean you missed me? I'm here in the same KD, same KvK with you. Philip, I'm in KvK 2. Yesterday passed for open and we beat them, but I'm gonna find some action. All right, mate. You find some action, let us know in the chat and we'll go and check it out. So one other cool feature with this is see how there's a next button. I don't have to go into the menu, and that's very nice. So one of the things, I mean, obviously I love Rise of Kingdoms, that's why I played so much and spent so much money and time on it, but then the quality of life improvements are very rare. Like I have to go through many different clicks to find events and get all the 12 notifications, 3 notifications, 4 notifications out. But having that next button, as you can see, it does make life easy. So as you can see, we are kind of moving very smoothly through the first few levels. Last time we did manage to, last time it was up to 30, so we needed to do 30 levels to finish that event. So maybe this time it's 30 as well. Yo, hi Ladus. Are you Indian? Well, I'm Bangladeshi originally, so that's kind of next door to India. So, you know, there it is. Akbar, are you playing RoK again? Are M don't playing? Oh, M, yes. So for all the M fans out there, we do have M playing from time to time, not as much. So what I'm trying to get to is, get through is M's exams, which is in like a month or something. So as soon as M finishes her exams, M's mom said, as in Queen LA said, she will, I was talking too much and I missed that next button. Now I have to go in and find it again. So yes, so M will be back in the channel. So M will be more of a guest on the channel, unlike how she was a host before. So but then she will feature, yeah. I mean, I kind of started doing this so that I have something to do with M, like a cool father-daughter thing, but then it kind of became too much of a pressure for her. No, that's not the right thing to do. No, I messed up a little bit. All right, let's move my marches and then I can hit with the other 3 again. Other 5 again, I mean. Okay, so that's all right. Okay, level 6, here we go. Frey, only 3 minutes to beat him. Don't fall asleep when you do it. Yeah, you kind of have to be aware, especially for the later on levels when they start spawning like 3 at a time. And the last boss last time was one of the what's it called, one of the Siroli bosses, Frida, I think it was. So they do make things a little fancy. Now in terms of the event itself, so how do we want it to be? So in a way we want it to be interesting so that it's not too easy where like it becomes boring. If it's too easy, it becomes boring, right? But then we don't want it to be too hard where half the player base can't finish it. So finding that right balance. So it's not that easy. My marches are kind of going yellow right now. I haven't refreshed them. By the way, there's no cost to refresh because it's not like it's costing you AP. Akbar, I see, exam is important. Hope M can pass her exam and get good score and play RoK with us. Yes, I hope so as well. I think I missed the next. Nope. Okay, number 9. I think after number 10 it kind of starts doing duplications. When you kill one, second one comes in. Yeah. By the way, guys, other than Philip, who was looking for KvK Action, if anyone has a coordinate for any KvK Action, so not within your kingdom but KvK Action taking place, please let us know in the chat so that we can go and check it out, whether our new settings allow us to spectate KvKs and maybe in future Ark of Osiris as well. I kind of thought about trying to cast the Ark of Osiris match later on tonight, but then I mean the official channel is doing it and These other more famous YouTubers are doing it as well, and I don't know how many times I need to click because you need to be whitelisted, and we're too small to be whitelisted, so that's why I'm kind of not thinking about it. Madness, how much crystal does the new event give? So there's like 5 levels. So we did the easy level when it was active. The easy level gave us 2.8 2.9 million crystals, I think, I want to say. And then the new one, I heard it gives you somewhere close to, I forgot exactly what it was, someone close to 3 point something, but this is what we are testing out, right? So what we will do is see that 683 crystals on the top. So that hasn't changed since we started doing it. So the crystals that we are getting are in card form. So what we will do is when we finish it, we can just calculate exactly how much crystals we got out of this. Kellis, I think 4.8 mil crystal or so from second Karuak. Okay, if it's 4.8, that's not bad at all. Hey guys, Kellis is showing off his member emojis. So if you guys, I set it at the lowest level, which is I think $1 a month or something. So if you're into the emojis and all that, obviously consider becoming a member. But member or not, definitely hit the subscribe button so that we can have more fun together. And if you're enjoying the stream, then don't forget to drop a like. So like and subscribe, that's free, so definitely do that. So we are on level 11, and now the second kind of character or second kind of boss kind of came in. So we did the first, and we quickly have to move to the second one because it's timed as well, and maybe the second will spawn a third one. We don't know yet, we'll see. Alamin, I need your opinion, can you help me? Well, of course, yes, live stream is where we get to interact with everyone a little bit more. So this is where 3 bosses kind of start coming in. So we will randomly hit one of the side ones first, and then we'll move on. Oh, is it 3 or 2? No, I think it's still 2. Johnny, when F2P can focus on castle, BTW for tip VIP 15 is long way to go. VIP 15 is an extremely long way to go for free to play. You can only get there if you're in a big alliance. Now if you're in a small kingdom, then there's probably 1 or 2 big alliances, and you'll find it very hard to get to a big alliance. So what I recommend you doing is you need to go into big Imperium KD. Over there you can be in the 4th or the 5th or maybe 3rd alliance even as an active free to play, and you'll get plenty of VIP levels. So that's how you kind of work on your VIP. Focus on castle, you gotta start focusing on your castle after you get to VIP 10, I would say. So try to get to VIP 10 first so that you start getting 1 gold head per day, and then you start buying the castle books using your gems during more than gems. Alamin, I'm in Season of Conquest. I need your advice from this commanders, how much I can use. Which commander, mate? Alright, it's time coming up to refresh at some stage, but we'll see how far we can go. Because there's no cost to refresh or hit the marches, there's no impact to AP even if you refresh, which is a good thing. I'm kind of an AP hoarder, I don't know why. Like, I think I have enough AP to kind of go for honor, but then the honor thing doesn't, I mean, it takes a lot of time, and I just don't know whether I have as much time with YouTube on the side. So I'm Season of Conquest. I need your advice from these commanders. What commander I have, I will send you. That's gonna be a little complicated. So one of the things I can recommend is you can have a look at our commander guide. We did make a video on the Season of Conquest commanders. I'll read your message, but generally saying we did make a guide on commander tier list, so you can have a look over there. I do go quite in details about which are the mandatory commanders you kind of need to have for Season of Conquest, especially as a free-to-play or low spender, where you can't kind of focus on the MGE commanders. So the list that I tried to make was purely out of, what's it called, Wheel of Fortune commanders and other commanders such as gold key commanders, kind of. Okay, so let's see what you have. Guan is 5 something something, Alex is max, Richard is 5511. Okay, I kind of need to refresh now, so let's refresh. So we're still doing it with 5 marches. Okay, Martel 55, Saladin 555, William 555, Xiang 55, Minamoto max with museum buff, KvK 5535, Ethelfled max, YSG max. You got some really good commanders. So out of the commanders that you mentioned, the only one that I kind of don't like for Season of Conquest is Richard. Now there's a lot of people who still uses Richard in Season of Conquest, so in a way, because they have Richard and this museum buff and all that, and they had good results previously, but then if you watch any YouTube, I doubt there's anyone out there, any YouTuber out there that'll say you should be using Richard in Season of Conquest, because Richard kind of doesn't do any damage. Previously his thing was he did a lot of counter attack damage and sustained damage for a long time, but then in Season of Conquest he doesn't even do that. You know why? Because there's so many commanders that kind of does healing reduction, and say for example commanders like what's his name, Ramses, and commanders like Gilgamesh, they do even more damage when you're healing in a way, so you can kind of leave the Richard out and everything else kind of looks good. Johnny, what the best civilization for free to play? Germany, I would say, is the best civilization just for free to play, just because you get the AP, and I mean what you're missing out on spending, you kind of have to make it up with activity, and activity comes in the form of, why can I not activity kind of comes in the form of doing AoE barbs and things like that. So Germany is definitely a good choice, and then you get the training speed as well. So in general you have more troops, you have more AP. If you're a low spender though, I may go with Ottoman, because Ottoman kind of gives you that march speed, which is really good, and the skill damage as well. Rich Bellico, hey man, how are you going? Thanks for joining. So guys, reminder again, if you are not subscribed to the channel, then definitely do subscribe. It helps out a small channel a lot. And if you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. Alamin, from their commanders, how many march can I use in Season of Conquest? I mean, you can, from the commanders that you mentioned, you can easily make, let me do a quick count. So you should be able to do 5 marches easy with them. Are you getting up to 6 marches? So I don't think you have commanders enough for the 6th march, but you can make 5 marches easy, because there should be 2 other commanders that you can use. So Ethelfled you can still use, and then you can also use Mulan. Mulan is pretty good. Actually, to be honest, Mulan and what's his name, Trajan kind of comes in better as a 6th march, but if you have a max Mulan, then you can. Now the only commander there I would say you kind of need to be careful about, or only 2 that you need to be careful about, is your Minamoto and KvK. It'll be better if you can hide them as a secondary to other commanders. Say for example Saladin can take the KvK if you like, and the Minamoto can go behind the Nevsky. You didn't say you have a Nevsky, but Nevsky would be your next focus. Mironov, is it okay if I switch to Germany from Vikings as an infantry main because of the AP? Yes, if you're active 16 plus hours, definitely go with Germany and try to do AoE barbs as much as you can do, because Vikings is a good civilization, especially for infantry mains, but then especially when you're doing garrisons, I would say. But then if you're free to play, you may not be doing too much garrison leading, in which case Viking would be still a better choice for you. So time to refresh again. So guys, our 6th march is still lonely standing there and we're not using it, and it looks like we can do quite a bit of this event with 5 marches without a single point in Karaku reports. Shadow Spy, hey man, I kind of missed you. The last couple of streams we did, I'm trying out different times to see, I guess, when we have more viewers online, and I think the last couple ones we did was pretty bad for Aussie timing, so didn't see you there, but good to see you are back. Shadow Spy, should I do Trajan Ethelfled or Ethelfled Mulan? You should, just clarifying, you didn't put Trajan and Mulan in that option. I'm not too sure why, because I would say Trajan and Mulan is the best option out of those ones, and that's if your Mulan is maxed. Now if your Mulan isn't maxed, then Trajan and Ethelfled is a good option. Ethelfled and Mulan, I'm not too sure why, it just kind of doesn't feel good. Now when I say it doesn't feel good, I'm not saying based on reading their skills, I'm saying based on how I tried that, and it kind of doesn't feel that good. Now when I say it doesn't feel good, as in when I'm doing field fighting, I try few marches for like an hour and then move on to the next one and kind of try to estimate how fast are we melting the enemies or how long do we last. And that's where, for some reason, Ethelfled, I mean, she's great at Ark, but then in KvK, for some reason, I kind of don't feel her. Is the stream delayed? No, stream isn't, there shouldn't be any added delay on stream. Now when, again, kind of the noob streamer thing comes in. So when I start the stream, it gives me an option saying normal latency, so I went with that. There's a thing called ultra low latency. I didn't click that. There was a separate option that said add stream delay, and I didn't do that because we're not really doing KvK. But then I am taking a little bit of time to answer the questions because I'm kind of trying to make sure that the extra boss type things that comes out, I'm not missing out on them because it's timed. Mahendra, between Nevsky and XY, which one maxed first? Nevsky. So, well, the thing with XY is, actually, let me put it this way. You can take your Nevsky to 5551 first, then max XY, and then finish off Nevsky if you have to use the XY. Now I did use XY. This is a KvK where the first pass opening we were winning against our enemies, so I didn't get targeted as much, and then I kind of felt like I can take out my XY, and even then the XY got targeted so much. Most of my healing cost went behind the XY, so this is why I'm kind of not a big fan of XY. Alright, next one. Kind of losing track of chat. Alamin, can you make march for me? Which one is primary, secondary commander? Mate, it's gonna be kind of difficult, but then I'll tell you what. You watch that video that we made about commander. It's called commander tier list. So you have a look at that video. That based on the commanders that you mentioned, I actually talked about exactly those commanders. So that will give you a good idea of how you can go about it, and then you can, if after that you have any specific questions, then you can let me know. Join our Discord, leave a question on Discord, not to me personally, but the Discord RoK chat, and then I will answer on that chat. So I'm not answering personal Discord messages, but I am answering all the messages on the Discord chat group that we have, and the link for that is in the descriptions. Okay guys, so we are going quite fast in terms of the chat, and we need to answer a few. Okay, Mehmet, Saladin YSG or Alex YSG for KvK 2 and 3, both is really good. With it kind of depends on who do you have with your Alex. So if, say for example, if you can do Charles Alex, then you can do Saladin YSG. On the other hand, if you do Alex and YSG, then behind your Saladin you can take a Khan maybe, or a Minamoto. Museum buff Minamoto is pretty good. Now let's summon the next one and then go into the questions again. Abdullah, happy Ramadan to all Muslim brothers. Happy Ramadan to you as well. Alamin, Ramadan Kareem to you as well. Now let's do, I think we just spawned 3 bosses as part of level 21. So guys, Nightbot just gave you the subscription link, so that's a key for me to remind you guys that if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe so that you don't miss any of our action, and you help the channel grow so that we can do more live streams and we can bring you more KvK action and videos, obviously, which we are doing daily at the moment. Kellis, Mehmet, can Alex YG? Yep, so Kellis kind of answered that. Johnny, is Nevsky can pair with Saladin. Nevsky can pair with Saladin, definitely. Nevsky can kind of pair with anyone, to be honest. There's a good pairing that I saw within JST, mostly for rallies. I didn't see them using it open field, and that was Attila and Nevsky. I think I saw 1 or 2 in open field as well, but mostly was for rallies. So Nevsky can pretty much pair with anyone. So I think all the Cav commanders can easily pair with each other. The only thing with XY and Khan is they want to be primary so that they can reduce the rage requirement, but then the problem with putting either one of them as primary is you are surely going to be targeted and your hospital bill is going to be high. So I see the bigger whales using XY as primary, and that's okay because they buy enough bundles to cover for their hospital bills, and the only thing they care about is how many kills they're getting. So the XY is going to give you a lot of kills, but then it's kind of targeted so much that it may not be a good option for lower spenders or what's it called, free to play. But then all the Cav commanders kind of pair with each other. I mean, Attila Takeda is the exception. I mean, Takeda does pair with everyone. Attila is the weird one that kind of doesn't want to pair with some people because Attila reduces skill damage, and then all the other Cav commanders does skill damage. So alright, so we are getting 3 at a time in Karuak now. So that's getting a little challenging, but the good thing so far is we are not using army expanders. We're just using a 5% defense. We don't have a rune, we don't have a title. We are using actually a bad skin for this. Now I realize that more so than having, like, I do have 2 infantry marches somewhat, but then skill damage would have been a better choice, but yeah, I'm gonna switch it after. Horvat, museum buffs ain't working in 1st and 3rd KvK. Oh, is it not? Okay, well that's good to know. Oh yeah, I think I did read it somewhere. Museum buffs doesn't work. Yeah, no, you're right. So even without the museum buff though, if you have a Saladin, you can probably take the Minamoto behind Saladin. That still makes a pretty decent pair, like if you wanna go all Cav with that march. Or if you're feeling brave, you can take a Mina. If you're taking 2 Cav marches, then maybe you can use Saladin and KvK, and then Khan and Mina. Maybe it's saying that the Khan and Mina march will be targeted quite a bit. But I think I kind of did that actually myself, and that wasn't bad. Alright, so 3 bosses, short amount of time to kill them. So we are switching the city skin straight after, and we're going to refresh our marches as well because the Minamoto is coming down. It's half health now. And there's no cost to refresh because you only use AP to summon, and we haven't calculated how much crystal we got, and we're gonna do it end of the event. We are level 23. I hope it'll still be 30 like last time. So let's refresh. Let's change our city skin. Depends what you have, but we'll Salamina and Khan Sisi. But we'll do Salamina and Khan Sisi. Yeah, that's actually good as well. You can definitely do that. That's a good combo for 2 cap marches. If you really want to do a third, then Baber probably comes in, but that's not a good call. So we're gonna go with Twilight Falls because it does more skill damage. It reduces infantry attack, but infantry doesn't do much attack anyway, so we kind of don't care. So we'll take out our marches and then we will summon. So guys, we got 67 people watching. I don't know how to check how many likes we got out of the 67 people watching. So if you haven't hit the like button yet, definitely a good time to do so. And you can hit the subscribe button as well. It's free and it supports the channel, and you get to check out the, I think the alert box it's called, your name popping up in the alert box. So let's hit the like and subscribe, guys. I need to know you're enjoying. As soon as I said that, from 67 viewers it went down to 58, so maybe talking about like and subscribe is not a good idea on live stream. So who do we... Carlos. Hola bro, hey man, how are you going? Positive. What is your equip on Guan and Alex? Yep, we can show you straight after this battle. My equipment in general is for 3 of the commanders it's gold, but not with many crits, and the other 3 commanders is crit purple, not enough gold. I'm working towards I think having 12 gold accessories first, and then I'll start looking into refine. But after this boss I'll show you guys the, what's it called, I'll show you guys the equipment. Philip, 30 likes. Well, 30 likes is alright, but why not 60? Alright, let's take out the marches and then I'll show you the equipment. 24 likes. So 6 people took away their likes. Why? What have I done? Why take away the likes? The likes keeps us going, along with the subscriptions. Nero, who is better overall, XY or Nevsky? Nevsky is like 1,000 times better than XY in my opinion. Just because how he adds a lot of value in a group fight, as in multiple people targeting the same commander helps take him down faster, and then he's not targeted as much. Okay, so someone wanted to see the equipment that I got, so let's show all of them. So this is my barbing equipment on Minamoto, and then the next set of equipment is on Guan, and Guan has sprinkles of gold but mostly purple. My best infantry equipment is on a commander that I'm not using, and that's Pakal. Now ideally I should have changed that to Guan, but that's a lot of effort for a PvE event, so I'm not gonna do that. But that's the best infantry equipment, which is nothing special. There's like no crit whatsoever. Speaking of crits, on our XY we have one crit item, which is the health one, which is good, but then out of like 30 items I got 2 crits, so that's kind of depressing. And that's the archer equipment, and I'm not using him either because he's standing on the sideline as the 6th march, because we are trying to do the event with 5 marches. And the Gilgamesh has one crit item again, but again it's good that he got the health one. And then the last, or the second last equipment is on Amani. Amani got all purple. There should be Trajan as well, right? Oh yeah, there is. So Trajan has a little sprinkle of gold, but mainly purple. Okay, so there we are about that. Now let's get the next boss going. Okay, so it's asking for AP. Let's put a few. 400 should be enough, I guess. Oh no, maybe 500 would have been enough. Okay, so level 25. Leave out the 6th march. So we are doing this with 5 marches without using the 6th, and 0 tech under. Oh, actually this is not a good time to show this because we have to hit the other boss. So 0 tech on Karuak. So we're trying to see if we can do this without spending any crystal on that barbarian, not barbarian, on that Karuak tech, because the Karuak tech is not a requirement for you to progress further. So you can even have 6 marches for sure. I don't have the 7th march yet, so I don't know whether it will become a requirement for the 7th, but it's not a requirement to get the 6th. But saying that, this is the higher spender account, so it's easier to do. Everything is more powerful, easier to do here. On M's account, M couldn't finish the easy one without using army capacity boosts and titles and things like that. Actually, she still hasn't finished it. I probably have to help her finish it at some stage. So we're doing level 26 now. Already subscribed? Thank you, brother. Positive, thanks mate. Yeah, cheers mate. Now level 26 we're doing right now. You know what guys, it kind of looks like we should be fine with this, right? There's like no hiccups so far. We're smoothly going through them. None of them felt that difficult. So the key question now is how many crystals are we getting out of it. So because we are getting the crystals in the card form, the crystal amount at the top 683 is not changing at all. And sometimes we are getting away without doing a refresh. I think it's kind of dependent upon whether same of my marches is being targeted by all 3, especially the Mina, because it has more march speed and it just goes. Kellis, thank you for your donation. Now, how come it's not showing up on screen? I can see it on chat. Yes, it's on the screen now. Thank you, mate. You didn't have to, but I really appreciate your support. Now, when I'm saying you didn't need to, what I mean is, if you are not subscribed to the channel, if you're not dropping a like, that hurts me more, and this is just an added bonus, which obviously we appreciate a lot. So the last, or the third one, is it? Yeah, this is the third one. So level 27, the third one. My Minamoto is dying. This would be the first time we get one of the marches dead. Maybe not, because behind the Mina we got a KvK, and KvK heals a little bit, and the Mina is not being targeted. So we did manage to finish it without a dead troop yet. But then definitely we need to refresh. Kellis, and I love you too. So I played with Kellis on 2 different, actually 3 different servers now, so we kind of know each other for a while. And it's good to have you supporting us on the stream. So let's take out the 4th march and then the 5th. So guys, people who hasn't done this event yet, how much crystal do you expect out of doing a PvE completely free event? Like how much crystals would you expect for your time and effort? Discord PM Kakamura. Okay, we'll Kakamura, yes, I will check out. I saw the message and I'll check it out after the stream. Definitely. And we can talk after the stream. Okay, so I got a little distracted. One of the boss dies and I was being lazy. Now there's less than a minute left. We obviously don't want them to reset. Now guys, in terms of the marches that we're using here, I don't obviously use Minamoto and KvK when we're doing open field. That becomes Pakal and Herald, but for a PvE event, Pakal and Herald kind of doesn't make sense. So we're not using Pakal and Herald there. But the one other change I think I make is, see how I'm using a, what's her name? See how I'm using a Tomiris behind my Amanitore. So if the fighting is challenging in KvK, then for more tankiness I would put the Artemisia there rather than the Tomiris. But then if it's a fight where I feel like we are winning, then I kind of put the Tomiris there so that it's I can take down marches faster with the poison debuff. So this time around the XY is under pressure. XY is red already. This is level 29, so just one more level to go. 2472. Hey man, Karuak Prime, we got a new subscriber. Thank you for that. Now we are gonna refresh because the last boss is here. Now the last boss looks like Frida again. Now it has the time. No, the timer hasn't started. So I was taking my marches out every time before. So now it looks like it's okay to summon and you can take out your marches after. Okay. So if we can do it with 5 marches without army capacity boosts and things like that, then it kind of feels like you don't need the Karaku reports at all. Did I take all marches out? No, I didn't. One more march to get out. All right. Okay, so we got all the marches. Now, before we start hitting, let's go into our Crystal Tech thing, Research Center, and we'll not go all the way. I just want to show this. So Karaku reports 2, 0 out of 10. Karaku reports 1, 0 out of 5. The reason why that's important is because if you can do it without spending crystals on Karaku report, that's an added bonus, because when you start using crystals on Karaku report, that kind of means like it's taking out some of your profits in terms of crystal out of this. Mahavir, hey man, how are you going? So this is the last one, so it does look like Frida again. 1831, hey man. Good to know. Alright, so this looks like it's gonna go down pretty easy as well. It kind of did that cloud and there's a healing totem, but then even before anything happened, we kind of finished. Alright, so let's take my 6 marches back home. By the way, I didn't use the 6th march. As you can see, throughout the process he was sadly standing there. Mavi, thank you for the subscribe. Thanks a lot for that. So guys, whilst you're watching this video, or the live stream I mean, don't forget to like and subscribe. Jian Lim, again 2nd subscriber in a row. Thank you for that, much appreciated. Jack, hey man, you're late. A busy day? All right, we got all the marches back home. Now let's go and collect all the rewards. So we clicked everything. Now the crystal hasn't increased, right? 683. So it's gonna remember the number 683. Sasuke 96, I'm from 1831 too. Hey, we got some supporters from 1831. So guys, if there's a KvK going on, because we kind of finished this event, if there's a KvK action going on, anyone know of any KvK where there's fighting going on? I want to go and check it out because we updated some of the settings for our streams and I want to see if we can stream that easily. I mean, whether we can stream that without drama. Cataluna 1860. Hey man, how are you going? 1860 is a strong KD. Jack, YouTube notification. Yeah man, I don't know why, like it kind of doesn't do that. Now guys, these are the crystals. So I had 0 crystals here. So whatever we received here is what you get out of Karaku report number 2. Ground control. Hey Ladus mate, which software do you use to make your thumbnails? Canva is the one that I primarily use. So this looks like a lot of calculation. Cataluna 1960 versus 1v. Yeah, that's gonna be pretty interesting, wouldn't it? 1v is a OPKD where we lost a lot of KvKs against, so I have a lot of respect for them. Jack with a massive donation. Hey man, is that compensation for not being here before? Love you man, even without the donation love you, and with the donation love you even more. But they're not necessarily asking for donation. Everyone that's on the stream, if you can drop a like and subscribe, that will be great. That's free and that's much appreciated. So guys, anyone doing the any volunteer to do all that calculation? So if you want, you can see it on the screen, do the calculation, but I'm gonna do the easy version. Hey, Jack's thing kind of popped up. AED 36.99. I don't know what AED is, but I know that's a Middle Eastern currency. Emirates, UAE dollars, Arab Emirates dollars. Whatever it is, much appreciated. 1945 is the best. 1945, I actually don't know much about. I hope they're good. Okay, I'm gonna open all of them and then it's gonna be easier to calculate based on what you can see, the number on top, right? My crystal numbers went up. So let's open the second lot. So this is where we are checking how much crystal we get from the second level of Karuak. Now we did the first level, and there's a video about it as well, but I forgot how much we got out of the first level. But the second level, this is so 4.4. So we got 4.4. Out of the 4.4, you take the 680k out, so that's about 3.8k, 3.9k. So somewhere between 3.8k and somewhere between 3.9k, 3.8. Malicious, yeah, yes. Miranov, favorite RoK content creator? Thank you for that, man. I am not even my favorite RoK content creator. Kellis, donation again, second donation on the same stream, man. Love you for that, and would have loved you even without. Now, malicious. 3.790 to be specific. That is very specific. Now the second thing we wanted to do, so that's all about Karuak that we wanted to know, right? Now does anyone remember how much we got from the first one? Was it 2.9? So if it was 2.9 and we got like 3.8 or something, then what does it make? I'm not good with maths, like it's 5 point something, right? So that's a good amount of crystals that we got out of 2. 2 levels of Karuak, and then it looks like we're gonna get more, and as you can see, each level that you do gives you more and more. So it is actually looking pretty good for everyone, right? More crystals means you can do more research, means we get more coins, and with the more coins you can buy more, what's it called, things from the shop. So we got, oh, actually we got 214 coins. Did I get some coins out of it as well? I didn't think I had 214 coins. System, let's see if we got any coins out of it. Oh yeah! Oh shit, should have talked about it. So we do get some coins. Now the last one gave us 2000. Did any of the previous one gives us any? So guys on the chat, who has done this event before? Have you guys kind of kept a track of whether you get any coins throughout? It doesn't look like I got throughout. Oh, every 10th kind of gives you a little bit. So we got 1.6 and 2, that's 3.6. And then let's go down. 15 doesn't give you any. 10 should give you some. 1.2. So what? That's 4.8. So 4.8k coins. So coins you don't really get much, but the crystals that you just got, using them you can get more out of it, right? So let's go to the shop anyways, because we got some coins to spend. So what do you want out of this? So I got a horn out of it already. I don't want a coin ever. Vengeance, one of them is good, I think. So the question is it gonna be a dagger or is it going to be a ring? Now, that's a tough kind of call. It kind of depends on what I have as well. I think I do have an extra horn, but then in terms of a dagger, you want to have maybe up to 3 daggers at best. I have 1 dagger only, but daggers you can get out of that other event as well, right? Dagger and greatest glory. So gotta be a ring. Done. Easy. Does that mean we can forge it? I think we can forge it as well. I don't know whether I want to do it now though. Ring, Dylan? Yeah, man. Definitely ring. Can you get dagger from another? Yes, yes. That's what I was thinking. Now I can do a... Now, one other question for you guys. So we got the ring and we got an extra horn as well. So we got to pick between the two. I can't forge both of them. So if I have to forge one of them, which one would it be? I got only one of each. It has to be a horn, right? It has to be a horn, I think. Yeah, I can put a horn on Guan. Hey, Jack's name is popping up on the screen again. Jack's Duke. Jack, are you actually training or are you getting the Duke title just so that your name pops up on screen? Speaking of popping up your name on the screen, if you subscribe, your name does pop up on the screen. Not now, wait till war. Yes. So what I was thinking is, let's have a look at our KvK situation. So guys, whilst we are looking at our KvK situation, again reminder, if anyone knows where there is some action going on in KvK, I want to go and check it out, because we did update our stream settings and I think finally we can do lag free. Hopefully, fingers crossed, thanks to Danny Boy, we can hopefully see some action lag free. Now this is update of our KvK. So past 4 fighting has ended. We got our side. Our allies lost. Oh, misclick. Our allies lost the other side though, so we don't really have the other side. So it's an evenly poised KvK where we anticipate a lot more action coming up, because it's top versus bottom, and bottom has the left side, top has the right side. So it's kind of evenly poised. So anyone? Oh, Danny Boy, hey man, finally you're here. I was talking about you and I was saying how you fixed up our, helped fix our BlueStack settings. So hopefully this time around when we look at action, there won't be any lag. Now no one gave me any action coordinates to look at, so I'm gonna try to look for it myself. What client? I'm using BlueStacks. Is that what you mean? Alright, so we're looking at lost kingdoms. Any one of them, anyone knows any one of them with action? 39 days. I just randomly clicked on it. There's a lot of KDs here. 4 KDs in one camp in Heroic Anthem. Okay, so there's how many KDs? 16 KDs here. So it must have lagged, or more than 16, because there's a little 17 KDs here. Oh my god. Okay, let's have a look and see whether we lag. What's your new settings for BlueStacks now? Mate, it's gonna be kind of difficult to explain. Maybe reach out to Danny Boy. So Danny Boy gave me some. This is a KvK that's over already. Bad call. Yeah, bad call. It's over already. So Danny Boy sent me some pictures saying do this, and I just followed those instructions. Jack, you did for both. I know you, man. I know you too well. But either way, you were successful both times. Firstly with the donation, secondly with the title. Now someone give us a KvK coordinate so that we can have a look. No, that's ours. Okay, what about this one? 11 days into it? Huh? Why wouldn't you let me? Oh, unexplored fog. Yeah. This one's 11 days would be unexplored as well. 25 days maybe. Fog. So much fog. That's the famous one. I thought fighting ended in this, right? Oh, this fog. Danny Boy, I don't think we get to test it because I can't find a coordinate now. 670 people on stream. Anyone knows of any coordinate of where action is going on so that we can check out our new stream settings? Oh my god. I gotta go further down. Too many KvKs where there's no 50 days means it's over. 53 days, all of the 39 days maybe. You shouldn't be over and you shouldn't have fog. Are you still fighting? Please be fighting. Nope. That's not fighting. That's just people doing. That's people fighting against guardians. Yeah, that's not fun. Is there any past fighting? Kai, watching from Philippines. Hey man. Light. Hey friend. Hey man. Kakamura, look at Strife KvK's no fog. Do you know of any one of them where this kind of action going on? I'll be looking. It doesn't look like there's a lot of Strife ones there. Actually, let's go up and change the setting. There was Strife. Let's see. How come there's? Oh, no, there is a few Strife ones. Sorry. Yes. I thought, how come there's no Strife KvKs? Okay, 25 days. Strife KvK. There should be action. Moira. Hey over there. Avatar Omid. Hey there. Hey man, how are you going? Hello to all 62 people watching. Hey man, what's up? Love your vids. Yes, the jumper one was pretty good. I mean, it kind of explains the jumper side of things. So yeah, thank you. And thank you for being on chat. It's gonna be quite challenging. Light 9, going for Nevsky or Scipio? Both OP, so kind of have to go for both. If you have to pick one, maybe Nevsky first. So guys, we're just looking through this is gonna get boring pretty soon because I'm just randomly clicking on different KvKs. No one knows of a KvK where there's some action happening right now. That way we can give Danny Boy even more credit. Did we look at that? We did look at that, right? Yeah, nah. Let's try one more. Let's go up. Let's try KvK2. Okay, we can try KvK2. KvK2, how many days? 8 days is too early. 8 days is too early. 8 days is too early. 36 days should be good. Is there something in between? No, 36 days. Okay, we'll try 36 days old KvK2. Who do you think is gonna win the Osiris League match? I think it's gonna be 1v, but then ooh, is that action? No, that. Oh my god, it's just. How do they have Ziggurat into 36 days? Is KvK2 shorter now? The second KvK is yours. Philip, okay, we'll look at yours then. I think 1v is gonna win, but then I put my money on GT because my coins on GT because 1v winning everything is kind of boring, so I thought there could be a little bit more of a variety if we do that. Joseph Ferrari, can you advise players what you think is minimum spending to impactful heroic anthem? Yes, very good question. So the minimum spending is two things. The first one is the crystal supply. I think that's like $5 or something. And then the second thing is the gem supply. Now you need the gem supply because otherwise you can't spin the wheel, and you kind of need the wheel. So this looks like it's the younger brother of 1v, and they're called 1p, and they're Korean as well from the names, and they're not fighting, they're just standing in front of the pass. So 1p playing like 1v, 1v and 1r and 1f. So 1 has taken over all the alphabets and taken over the map, and there is no fighting because no one wants to fight them. What about other areas? Nope. No one's fighting there either. Are you fighting here? There's a flag touching. Maybe you will be doing some fighting. What's the minimum spending to be a garrison? Oh, okay. So that's a separate question, man. That kind of depends on. There's a little bit of an action. It's not much here. So that's a very different question. So say, for example, 1365, where I have one of my accounts, the minimum spending due per month, if you want to put it that way, to be a rally or garrison leader over there is over $1,000 every month, not just KvK months, like every month. Unless you do that, you can't be a rally or garrison leader because that's a KD with a lot of OP players. But then say, for example, the KD where my main account is 1348, there's less OP players here, so we can have a rally leader who spends maybe $500 a month, I would say. Okay guys, we got a little action. Danny boy, yeah, we did. I mean, even my phone wouldn't lag when streaming this. There's like 7 marches, number of marches that I can count, but at least it's not lagging with this. Yesterday it was even lagging with this. So I know that we made progress, but a real test would be somewhere where there's big fighting going on. Ruins at 14 UTC tomorrow, Danny boy. Okay, we can check it out. Now you got me on Discord, so maybe just send me a message with the code if you don't mind, and then we can try have a look at there. Okay, we got a little bit more action here. Now you know what's a good sign here? Now let's see how smart our chat is. What's a good sign here? The good sign is my stupid laptop hasn't gone into what's it called, simplified graphics yet. But actually it shouldn't. It's not a smart comment I made, because there's like again 10 marches, so it shouldn't go simplified with this. So far what we are looking at, there's no sign of lag, even though we didn't have a true test. Yeah, that's that KD. Rally codes if they don't cancel. Yeah, that'll be good, man. Philip, if you can. Dark Spicy, you think you'll make a video about what's best investment for Crystal Tech on start of KvK as a F2P? Already made that, I want to say. Now it was made under the previous Crystal Tech settings though, but to be honest, not enough has changed since. So there is a Crystal Tech, there's like 4 or 5 videos I have on Crystal Tech. One of them talks about like what's the best way to progress, and if you do that then you will be fine. But I can briefly tell you what it is. You need to get maximum points in cultural exchange and treaties 1 and 2. Then you work on, what's it called again, skillful craftsman. You work on skillful craftsman and you get the first one maxed, you get the second one to level 8. That's the start. So when you're doing these things, it'll tell you few prerequisites already, but that's the best way. And then you start working on call to arms, and that's pretty much it. If you're playing as a free-to-play, you wouldn't go too far beyond call to arms 1. Joseph, how far do you think you get in Crystal Tech with the $5 bundle for the Crystal Mine and the $5 bundle for Crystal Event? That's hard to tell, man. I mean, the $5 bundle probably, let me put it this way, the $5 supply bundle will ensure that you get at least one, you get to buy at least one accessory from the shop. If you do the $5 and do the rest of the things correctly, you get to buy at least one. And if you buy all the pop-ups that comes from upgrading your crystal mine and doing your crystal center, research center upgrades, you can maybe get close to buying the second accessory. Not quite, but close. Okay guys, now I can't find anything that we can look at and check. Oh, coordinates, as I was gonna say, can't find anything. Okay, let's have a look at those coordinates. So we're looking at S2 1057 and then 237 and then 1026. Didn't type 1026. Let's have a look at those coordinates. Okay, so we do have some action here. Oh yeah, that's all right, man. We do see quite a few marches around, but then there is a little bit of a flag burning. We do see a few marches here, but not really the rally action. But then that's okay. Thanks a lot for that, Philip, though. So what we will do is next time, how about this? Next time I will find a KD when I know when there's a pass opening or something, so we will take a chance and test out our settings, and hopefully that'll be a good test, and hopefully that'll be an enjoyable stream as well. Now, we did finish what we were doing today, so mainly going back to our KD again. Abdullah, hi Ladus, I'm mainly infra focused player. I'm not sure which city skin I should buy in Season of Conquest. Do you have any suggestions? Mate, that's a good question again. So there's no good infantry city skins there in the shop, so you're better off with any 5% infantry health skin that kind of comes from the event. So you can just buy one of those 5% ones. Now if you want to pick one out of this, so if you're doing, say for example, if you're doing a Pakal and Herald rally, then Twilight Falls kind of has the skill damage, so it's not bad. If you're doing a Garrison, Persian Dreams is not bad because it gives you 3% troop defense, but then see how 5% infantry health is a lot better than the 3% troop defense. So not from the shop, nothing. So any infantry health skin that comes from the seasonal events. Johnny Tio, can mix T4 and T5 in one match? Yeah, you can. I do that on my second account. Jack, stream 1v against GT. Mate, I actually wanted to do that. I don't think I can do that because there's, you know how you have to keep clicking and get in, and you can't get in unless you're whitelisted. So I don't have, we don't have a big enough channel to have that. So I am hoping by the time next Osiris League comes up, by that time we will be able to get ourselves whitelisted. Thank you, Jack, for that kind comment. Not a master, but yes, we can try to analyze a KvK match. That'll be good. Q, hello Ladus, hey man, how are you going? Ferrari, do you have a Discord where you could possibly message you privately for more information and thoughts? Joseph, mate, I mean, we do have a Discord channel mentioned on the description, so you can have a look at that. A private Discord, I usually don't get a chance to answer much, because I guess you can kind of understand how many messages would people get, and I kind of need to play Discord, live my life and all that, so private messages can be a little challenging. I do have that for the members though, but then it does take up quite a lot of time, so the general Discord server would be good. Abdullah, see you. Thank you, bro. All right, man. Good to see you, Philip. I'm gonna have some action. I'm gonna tell you. Yes, man. Feel free to reach out on our Discord channel and join that channel, and if you can post codes there. There's a suggestion area as well, so you can put things there so that we know. Say for example, if you know your pass is opening tomorrow, you can leave a message on our Discord, and then I can check it out and then maybe schedule a stream for that. So we can definitely check out some KvK action. So guys, 1 hour and a half almost into it. So just confirming again the summary of what we did today. So we went into War and Conquest. We did the trial of Karuak. Level 1, I just from memory gives you somewhere around 2.9 million crystals, and then this one gave us 3.7, 3.8 million crystal. And yes, you can do every single level within 1 KvK from the looks of it, because we are quarter way into our KvK and we did manage to do 2. And then the next bit is you can do your Karuak with 5 marches. You'll be all right with 5 marches. You don't necessarily need to have 6 marches to do them, and don't use crystals on Karuak. Maybe use a boost, maybe ask for a title, maybe get a rune. So do not use crystals on Karuak reports or Karaku reports, because they are not a requirement for your 6th march. So you can get up to 6th march without doing any crystal investment in there. So that's the summary of what we did today, and we're gonna be closing the stream in a couple minutes. So any last questions? Let's have a look at the chat. When I'm going to have some action? Yes, thank you. Show equipment. Ramadan Mubarak Rock fan. Yes, Ramadan Mubarak to all as well. Man, equipment wise, I don't have that many, so I'm just gonna quickly show whatever we have. My equipment is not that impressive, so that's, oops, That's one. And then whilst we're going through the equipment, guys, if you haven't dropped a like on the stream yet, please do, much appreciated. If you guys are not subscribed yet, please drop a subscribe, and that will be much appreciated as well. And you get to check out my alert notifications as well. Okay, so we got one, and then we got who else do I have equipment on? We got equipment on XY, we got some equipment on Trajan, we got some on Pakal, and we got some on Gilgamesh, and the last bit is on Amani. That's all the equipment I have, nothing that impressive. I want to post reports in the channel on Discord. Philip, do you have the same name on? I think it's to do with the permissions, so I can level up your access there. Leave a message on Discord in general so that I know who you are. Just mention that you're Philip, and then I'll look into your access level upgrade so that you can do a little bit more there. Samuel, as a low spender, should I push honor for KvK? We got a new subscriber, Loco. Hey man, thanks for your sub, much appreciated. In KvK 2. And also, is it worth to craft the dagger if you don't have 5 marches? No, don't craft the dagger if you don't have 5 marches. Maybe just do a ring and then F1F. Okay, so just do a ring, then don't do the dagger if you don't have 5 marches. And KvK 2, you just from memory, you need to have somewhere close to 600,000 AP, depending on how actively fought your KvK is. So in terms of pushing honor, if you have less than 500k AP, then don't worry about honor, as in don't worry about top 20, because you're not gonna get it. You need at least 500 or so. Do you have live of finals? Man, I want to say I wanted to say that we will try, but then it's going to be quite annoying if I try and then I can't get it into the stream, so I don't want to disappoint everyone. So no, tonight's game we are not going to stream, but then I can promise you, as long as the channel is growing, next time Osiris League comes around, I'll make sure that I get myself whitelisted, because all the other streamers, most of the other streamers that are going to try to stream it, they are whitelisted. So even after the 200, they can click and they can get into the match. But in my case, I may not be able to. I can try, but I may not be able to. So it'll be a waste of time for everyone, and I don't want to go through that. Samuel, thanks for that, and you are welcome. So guys, thank you again for being here and playing through RoK with us. And we did get quite a bit done today in terms of our Crystal Tech, new Karuak and all that. I appreciate everyone who dropped a like, who dropped a subscribe, and all the donations that we had today, which is quite a lot. So I'm gonna quickly read out. Loco, thank you for your subscription. Kellis, thank you for your donation of £3. Jack, super chat of 37 Emirates dollars. Marvin Dillon, subscription. Jian Lim, subscription. Prime, subscription. Kellis, another super chat for €2. Low Chi Fan, subscription. Thank you. And that's all for today, and I appreciate all of you guys. Nevsky 5551, good? Yeah, definitely very good. And good night to you as well, Rio. All right, bye for today, guys, and maybe tomorrow we'll try to stream again, or at least we'll have a video out tomorrow. Good night to all.